Cruz never wanted to be in the narcotics business, but he had little choice. The youngest of 11 children, he was born in Caracuaro in 1989. Once the base for Mexico's 19th century independence army, now the small nondescript village in the Michoacán hotlands boasted few opportunities. Most villagers produced agricultural goods for the local market, or, if they could afford to pay for passage, migrated north to find work. It was one of the poorest townships in one of Mexico's poorest states. 4 in every 5 families lived in poverty. Cruz's family was one of them. We didn't have a TV or a car or anything. We just had a house with a dirt floor, and that was only because my father left to be with his other woman. Cruz's hometown, however, did have one advantage. It lay on a beautiful winding road that ran up from Mexico's west coast to the center of the country, and from there to the United States. By the mid-1990s, the road was a major drug highway. Cruz learned the business young. 5 of his brothers drove narcotics from the coast to the state capital of Morelia. So did 3 of his brothers-in-law and all his cousins. They were all involved. I didn't know anyone who wasn't. But no one said anything. It was just a job. Even his mother was drawn in. She stored guns and narcotics in one of the caves overlooking the small ranch on which they all lived. And when Cruz was 7 years old, he also started to work as a halcón, or lookout, for the stash. In his decade in the drug business, Cruz demonstrated a singular lack of ambition. As his brothers moved up the hierarchy from transporters to gunmen to local chiefs, they often mocked their shy, diminutive sibling. But Cruz didn't mind. He liked being a lookout. The job allowed him to wander the stunning, rolling landscape above his ranch. It allowed him to look after his aging mother. He also showed a complete lack of interest in experimenting with any of the drugs. He never opened the packages, never looked inside, and certainly never used them. They were for the gringos. He did, however, notice that the mercancía, the merchandise, changed. At first, in the mid-1990s, it was cocaine. When I first started, my brothers used to bring in loads of perico, parakeet, but also the slang term for cocaine.